Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you probably for about an hour and a half today. A nice long show today. I hope everybody's doing good. Of course, let me start the show by saying hello because y'all know this is my favorite part of the show. Let me move this over here. Ooh, I don't want that to do that. And I don't want, that's what I want over there. No, I need that over there. Okay. Erica Hummins, first out the gate. Good afternoon. Erica's representing Ready. Good afternoon, Erica. Thank you for checking out the show. Dina Johnson and Angel is among us. Dina, thank you for checking out the show. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Lewis Talbert in the house. Good afternoon, Lewis. Good afternoon. I appreciate you. Miss Pittsburgh. She says, good evening, everyone. Let's go. All right. Well, Miss Pittsburgh, I'm glad that you decided to come and check us out. Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And Crystal Hoskins. Good afternoon, Crystal Hoskins. Thank you for checking out the show. She's wrapping up the top 5. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. I really do. For real, there's a part of me, somebody asked me something. I was like, why do people watch this show? Why do people watch? I don't know. But y'all do, and I appreciate it. Nick Brown, good afternoon. Nick is representing beautiful Blue Ash. All right, good afternoon, Nick. Thank you. Crystal Hoskins, by the way, she says she's representing Bond Hill. All right. Are Bond Hill girls still rough? When I was coming up, then was the rough girls, the Bond Hill girls, and, of course, the Winton Terrace girls. Then was and when I say rough, I don't mean like they could fight. I mean they were a little less feminine acting. Is the Bond Hill girl still rough? I'm just asking. I don't know. But not Crystal, of course. Crystal's a grown woman. I'm talking about the girl. Well, I guess the grown women was too. But I'm not suggesting in any way, shape, or form that Crystal is. JCP. I know what JCP is. John from Covington. What is JCP? I don't know why. I feel like I know. Like maybe I've asked that question before and you answered. But thank you for checking out the show, John. And of course, like I said, John's representing Covington. Terry Coleman in the house. Good afternoon, Terry Coleman. I appreciate you. Andrea Bustle representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon, Andrea. I appreciate you. Fake Dave Stinger in the house, because you're not going to pretend to be my friend. I know that's not my friend, Dave Stinger. You're not going to pretend to be my friend. Dina, by the way, says she's representing Walnut Hills. Thank you for checking us out. And Terry says she's representing E-Town, or Evanston, as some people like to say. Let's see. You are not, well, you might be a real Dave Stinger, but you're not the real Dave Stinger, my friend. Brenda Early in the house representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. Yo Underwood says, sad afternoon, everyone. Checking in from Tria's basement. That's terrible. Tria would not do that. She's very classy. Unless, y'all at, a tea party or something. That's possible. I could see Tria getting together with some friends for, to sit and, sip some tea and have some classy conversations. I could see that. Ibadathia, what's up with you? Good afternoon. Thank you for checking us out. David Herring says, good afternoon, E-Man. Afternoon Experiment fam. Representing Fairfield at the moment. All right, you can't beat that. Fairfield, I used to live in Fairfield. Fairfield wasn't a bad place. When I was living there, it wasn't. Classy Tria gangs in the house. I had to defend you, Tria. I wasn't going to let nobody say nothing bad about you. You classy. I know you are. I got you. Good afternoon, by the way. She's representing Avondale. Regina Denson Griffin representing Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day just to say hi. I really do. Daryl Carpenter say, y'all dumb president announced that there will be $100,000 applicant fee for skilled workers with visas. Daryl, thank you for checking out the show. That's your president. David Herring says, free Lil Baby. Lil Baby free. Lil Baby free. Can I say Lil Baby been doing aerial? Now, when her mama first told me she was doing aerial, I didn't know what aerial was. And then she put a video of her, showed me a video of her doing aerial. I don't know how much I like her doing aerial. I don't necessarily think I want her. I ain't made up my mind 100%. Aerial, for those of you who are like me, I'm sure all the ladies know, but for those of you who are like me, I didn't know what aerial was. But that's that thing where they have the bed sheet hanging down and then they be flipping and shit on it. That's aerial. And she got the Lil Baby doing aerial. And I'm like, aerial is a little too close to exotic dancing for me. I don't know that I like that. I feel like she's one step away from the pole. So am I way off base about that? I get, and the Lil Baby like it. Like she likes it. She enjoys it, which makes me nervous. So I had to have a talk with her daddy. I'm going to tell her daddy, hey, look, I don't know if you know this, but one of the top 3 jobs of a father, and for all y'all fathers who don't know this, if you're a father, you know this, but if you're a father and you don't know this, one of the top 3 jobs of a father is to keep your daughter off the pole. That's one of your top 3 jobs. Yeah, you got to feed them, and yeah, you got to protect them, but you got to keep them off the pole. It's in the top 3. And letting them be on the sheet. Well, it's not a sheet. What is it? It's made out of silk or something like that. It's made out of silk or something like that. I don't know what it is. Look, I'm not denying that it takes some, skill and ability. I'm not denying that. But maybe it's just with me being 54. See, I feel like I did my job. My daughter got her own little business. I keep saying little. I don't like it when I say little. I feel like I'm diminishing it. I'm not diminishing it. She owns a business and she fully sustains herself, her lifestyle, and this fabric pole dancing stuff with her own money that she makes from her business. She don't work for nobody, all that good stuff. I did my job. She's not on the pole. I did my job. I'm going to have to tell Lil Baby daddy, bro, you got a job. It's a full-time job. You got to keep her off the pole. And you won't know that you're successful until later in life when, you know what I'm saying, she kind of age out of the pole. That's when you'll know that you're successful. What do you mean age out of the pole? You got a window. You know what I'm saying? You got a pole window. There's a window, from when you are a certain age to once you get a certain age. Now, some people can, extend that window by going to the gym and keeping themselves fit and beautiful and all of that kind of stuff. But most don't. So you don't know that you're successful until your daughter age out of the pole. And you got to stay on it. So I don't know how I feel about all this aerial stuff. All of that to say, Lil Baby fine. The little baby fine. She is having the time of her life. Enjoying second grade. And fabric pole dancing. I'm sorry, Ariel. Let's see. Pamela Kinney, representing North Avondale. Good afternoon, Pamela Kinney. Good afternoon. Crystal says, I'm very feminine, but can still handle myself. Oh, that statement, you could have just stopped with, I'm very feminine. The I can handle myself part. Make it sound like your knuckles are dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody want dark knuckle women? It sounds like you've been out there banging and, you know what I'm saying? Your knuckles are dark. Just stick with I'm feminine. I don't need to know that your knuckles is dark. I don't, I promise you. But I believe that you're very feminine. And I believe you can handle yourself. Pat Rogers, good afternoon. Pat's representing East Westwood. Good afternoon, Pat. Wonder Woman in the house, Jacqueline Carter. She says, hello, everyone, and she's representing Evanston. Let's see. And you're very welcome, Tria, thanking me for representing her. Troy Scott. Good afternoon. He's representing Pensacola, Florida. All right, good afternoon. Sierra Brooks talking about how, hey, y'all, I thought E-Man wasn't coming on. So I see we still beefing. That's what it is. That's what, you just trying to pick a fight. Is that what it is? So you're going to say I'm unreliable, and then you're going to call me fat. I can read between the lines. Hey, y'all, I thought E-Man wasn't coming on. In other words, his unreliable ass. I'm checking in from my bike cruising through Boston. In other words, he fat. He don't ride bikes. I heard what you didn't say. We still beefing. Hey, look, as long as I know, it's all right. As long as I know we beefing, it's cool. I can read between the lines. She's representing Boston, and she said, good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Daryl says, that is kind of pole dancing. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with it. And a little baby talking about, grandfather, can you, she called it something. It's got a name, a silk open, or it's got a name. I don't know. It ain't no silk open. Whatever it is. She talking about, can you buy me one and bring it over to the house and put it up in the living room? No, I'm not putting no pole in the living room. It's not happening. And she really think it's gonna happen. It's not happening. Bonita, representing Roselawn. Good afternoon, Bonita. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking us out. Let's see. Terry Coleman. You prefer, little baby, to break someone's neck? Pole, neck breaker. Pole, neck breaker. Yeah. I prefer to see her in the UFC knocking bees out and breaking their neck than on the pole. Yes. Every day of the week. Yes. That really wasn't a hard choice. Give me something harder. That's not a hard choice at all. Oh, boy. Let's see. I didn't know you were on. Hey, E. Hey, LaDonna, representing Price Hill. Good afternoon. Let's see. Batman in the house. Danny Dozier, representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Dark knuckle women. You know, I lied. It be some dark knuckle women. See, but look, if you still out here looking for a woman, ain't that one of the first things you check? You look at their knuckles. If their knuckles is, discolored, that means she will hit you. She will straight sock you. Like, y'all ain't gonna have peaceful arguments. She's always ready to fight. When she fights, when I say fight, argue, she argues with her hands balled up. That means she this far from socking you. Like, she is really controlling herself to not sock you when y'all arguing. I'm telling y'all better watch this stuff. I'm telling y'all. Kathy Jo Wilson in the house. Good afternoon, Kathy Jo. Good afternoon. Tanika, representing beautiful Orlando, Florida. Good afternoon, Tanika. I appreciate you being here. Good to see you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Crystal says I'm very soft. No dark knuckles. Okay. We appreciate that. We do. Andrew says we miss seeing little baby. She needs to make an appearance from time to time. That might actually happen in a few weeks. I was just talking to her mama. And so she might end up needing to spend a little bit more time over here. Nothing wrong. Just, I don't want to be telling all her business, but business is doing a little better. And so she might have to spend a little more time tending to the business. And I'm like, hey, you making that money? I watch the little baby. I ain't got no problem with it. So that might actually happen soon. Let's see. Jeannie Mulholland. Good afternoon. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. Oh boy. Ken representing Virginia, but he's from Cincinnati. Ken, I appreciate you being there and checking us out all the way in Virginia. Oh boy, let's see. Did he really call 700 WOW? I think you're talking about Twin. And because I was able to pop in on Lincoln's show here and there today. And actually on lunch, I got an opportunity to almost spend an hour kind of checking it out. But we were doing a project in class. And so because, we're creating virtual machines and all that kind of stuff, as I can listen and, in this corner, have the Lincoln Ware show up and still do my virtual machines and all that kind of stuff because I'm getting pretty good at it. And so, yeah, I saw where somebody said Twin was calling 700. I would love to know how that call went because I bet he wasn't on there hollering and screaming. I'm saying I would be willing to bet. Now, he might have been. They might have been entertained by that. But I don't know. I would have loved to hear how that call went. Shirley Ellis Howell. Good afternoon. I don't know, that reminded me of like Thurston Howell and Lovey Howe from where? Who know what show that was on? But Shirley, representing Westchester, good afternoon. I appreciate you checking us out. Valisa Lovett. Good afternoon or good evening. Appreciate you. I think that's about it. Let's see. I already spoke to Dina. Kathy Jo Wilson says hi. I think I said hi to you, Kathy Jo, but hi. If I didn't, I don't want to leave nobody out. I appreciate y'all saying hi to me. Said hi to LaDonna, Daryl, Brenda, DeAndre Crosby in the house. Good afternoon. I appreciate you. Fake Dave Stinger talking about how my grades. Don't worry about my grades, fake Dave Stinger. You come clean about not being the real Dave Stinger, I might tell you about my grades. Doris Bailey. Hello, Doris. Thank you for checking out the show. Are you a regular? Are you new? If you're new, welcome. If you're a regular, I don't see your name every day. Why do you ignore me when I say hi to me? You should speak to me daily. It's good for the soul. But thank you for checking out the show. Thank you. Steban Speed in the house representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Yes, Gilligan's Island. That's the show I was referring to. Maria says GY. I'm not sure what that means, Maria. Were you trying to say Gilligan's Island? Or were you saying hi? I don't know what GY means, but hey, I appreciate you. Maria says, good evening. She's representing North College Hill. All right, so we got North College Hill in the house. Good afternoon. Let me see, is that it? Oh, Doris says first time. Y'all welcome Doris to the show. Doris said this is her first time checking out the show. Y'all welcome her. All right. So now that's that. Let's get to it. I don't really have much to get to. I do want to talk a little bit, just a little bit, about the Lincoln Ware show. Can I say I think they did a good job today? The picture was decent. The sound was okay. They could have turned up the guest mic a little bit from time to time, but I mean, overall, it wasn't horrible. Yeah, it dropped out a couple times, but I'm not penalizing, mentally. I'm not penalizing them for that. That building over there, that 1819 building or whatever it's called, that's an old building, concrete walls. It is difficult to get a signal in there. They got so many access points in that building because it is hard to get a signal in there. So for them to just lose signal a few times, I think that was great. I thought so from a technical standpoint, they did a good job. Princess Flower said, you ain't say hi to me. I didn't see you say hi to me. If I would have saw you, I would have said hi. Don't do me like that. I be feeling bad. I be laying awake at night thinking about it. Like, why did I ignore Princess Flower? I feel so bad, like I hurt her feelings or something. So don't put that on me. Just say hi, and then I say hi back. Hey, Princess Flower. Thank you for checking out the show. So from a technical standpoint, I thought the show was good. And in terms of what they were there for, I thought they did a fairly good job presenting what they were there to present. I thought they could have balanced it a little bit more. But, hey, it is what it is. They had, STEM people? I hate calling them STEM people. They had people in science, technology, engineering, math, and, all of those type of career fields. I would have loved to see them have more men, because there are black men in those fields. But I didn't mind seeing the black women in those fields either. I didn't mind seeing that at all. Presumably intelligent. Some of them attractive. Why do that matter? It kind of matters. Stop it. Y'all know it matter. Same way it matter if he'd have brought some super handsome dude on and y'all have been like, ooh, he look good. It matter. So stop fronting. Try to make me feel bad because I notice that people look a certain way. I thought it was good. I don't know that I would say some people were, I think, overhyping it. Oh, it's so inspirational. It's nothing. Well, maybe to you it's inspirational. I guess I've always known that there were intelligent black people out there working and doing things. So to show me one does not inspire me because I already know they exist. Show me a kangaroo. That don't mean I'm inspired. I know kangaroos exist. Ooh, a kangaroo. You've been known kangaroos existed. You know what I'm saying? Stop being amazed by what you already knew was there. But you don't see one every day. That's a little different. As I see intelligent, accomplished black women every day. But it was good to see them highlighted on the radio. So you can't beat that. Ron says the second to last chick was bad. I don't know who that was. But But there's nothing wrong with appreciating intelligent and beautiful black woman. Nothing wrong with it at all. So I can appreciate what the organization that paid for that remote did. Y'all be trying to, Lincoln did such a good job. Lincoln didn't choose to be there, and he didn't choose the guests. But he was there, and so he gets some of the credit just by virtue of being there. And then because again, I was in and out, and then I heard a voice on the radio, and it kind of sounded. Now I gotta kind of set this up a little bit. A lot of y'all know I used to be on the radio, and there was a caller that used to call in. I think her name was Pat, or the person's name was Pat. But it was kind of a deep voice, but a little feminine. And Lincoln and myself used to always wonder, is this a male or a female? And then at one point, we asked, like, are you a male or a female? Because Pat can go either way. And Pat would never say if Pat was a male or a female, a man or a woman, a boy or a girl. Pat wouldn't say. Then at one point, I think years down the line, Pat finally said, I'm a woman. Don't I sound like a woman? And I was like, well, if you squint one eye and turn to the left just the right way, you know what I'm saying? Then you can hear woman like, okay, you sound like a woman from this position. You know what I'm saying? So I turn on the radio and I hear a person talking. And the voice was not, you have distinctive male voices and distinctive female voices. And then sometimes you have voices that could go either way. Now, again, I come in on the middle of the call. And so I asked the simple question, is this a man or a woman? And all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. And people like, you can Google the name. How when I didn't hear the name? I just hear a person talking. And so I was curious. I did not know what difference do it make? What difference do it make? It makes a difference. If I'm going to talk about the person, then I'm going to be like, I agree with him. Or I disagree with her. Or I agree with her. I disagree with him. He crazy. She crazy. He right. She right. I'm not going to be like, that human being talking right now is correct. That don't make sense. Ain't they called pronouns? We use pronouns when we talk about people. And if you're not sure, what is wrong with saying, is that a man or a woman? Because I imagine people heard kind of the intro, they knew who it was, and somebody could tell me, oh, that's a man. I mean, it turned out to be a man. Somebody could have just said, now, technically, somebody did say it was a man, but I didn't know they were saying that it was a man because they just wrote the word dude. And my perception of that was where you're like, is that a man or a woman? And somebody like, dude. Like, why are you even asking that, dude? So I was like, no, really, do you know if it's a man or a woman? And then, he clarified, like, it's a man. Like, he's a dude. He said some other not so pleasant stuff about him. But I genuinely didn't know. People was mad. I thought it was such an innocent question. Walter says, that's as bad as asking a woman if she's pregnant and she's not. It's nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same. Terry say, wow, I thought it was determined that Pat was a man. No, Pat was a woman. Eventually, years down the line, Pat told us that Pat was a woman. And I took his word for it. I took her word for it. I apologize. That was wrong. I took Pat's word for it. All right, but that's that. Like, people, stop being so sensitive about everything. It was a legit question. You was trying to throw shade. How? I don't even know who I'm throwing shade at. I'm just asking. That's Alicia Reese's chief of staff. How was I supposed to know that? I wasn't here at the beginning of the conversation. Google his name. I don't know his name. If you Google the name, you'll see the picture. How you Google somebody's name if you don't know their name? Because people don't be thinking. People don't be thinking. I never met Pat. I never met Pat. Man, you continue. How is Pamela? Pamela says, I'm continuing my pettiness. How is it petty to want to know if I'm listening to the perspective of a man or a woman? How is that petty? A lot of times we have different perspectives. Let me see. Nathaniel Livingston says the Jewish rabbi suggested Jews were against the Nazis since they went to Lincoln Heights, and they've been with blacks all along. Not true. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly. Previously said more than one Jewish leader basically told black people to shut up and accept the KKK cross on Fountain Square and the Klan calling us every nasty name in the book. N-word. I'm not going to say the rest of those because they had a First Amendment right to free speech and we were being overly sensitive. Oh, somebody's calling in. Pat.
It is not me. Everybody keeps saying Pat Rogers, Pat Rogers. No, not me.
No, it was not Pat Rogers.
Thank you.
Now,
wait a minute. Even your brother, and he met me, and he know what I sound like. Talking about, isn't there a Pat Rogers in the chat? Yeah, I'm here, but that wasn't me.
Yeah, that wasn't. You sound like a woman. You sound like a woman who smoked, but you sound like a woman.
I am a woman.
Yeah. Do you smoke, or did you?
Who want to know?
I'm asking. I'm just curious.
Well, what does it sound like?
It sounds like you either do or used to smoke.
Well, what does that sound like? Oh, it sounds like me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
that's what I'm asking. Did you used to smoke?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But no, you were not the Pat. Listening to you, I can clearly tell you are a woman.
Thank the Lord. Okay. I just want my name cleared.
All right.
Wait a minute. Tanika, Pat Rogers, no.
Oh,
and she done met me. She know it's not me.
What part of town you from? Did you grow up in?
Growing up, Evanston, and then Wanna Hills.
Are your knuckles discolored a little bit?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. I had to check, and them Evanston and Wanna Hills chicks, I think they be fighting and stuff too.
I never had a fight in school. Believe it or not, never did.
Okay. I believe it. Yeah, you wouldn't say it if it wasn't true.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I tell you. Yeah. Okay, carry on. Get back to your brother. You were reading something that he said. So.
Yes, I was. Pat, thank you for calling.
Carry on. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. It was not Pat, by the way. Not that Pat. And what was Nate saying? Something about the Jewish people? Did some Jewish person come out and say something? I missed it if they did. I missed it. Stefan says, Google Stefan Pryor for city council. Stefan, I remember you told me you don't need my vote. You know what I'm saying? When I was giving you a wonderful suggestion out of love and respect, and you told me, like, I don't need your damn vote, Ian. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel. Maybe we'll have to have a discussion. I'm still open to having a discussion with you. I'm open to it. Ron say, tell me how they got our comments blocked. I don't know. Somebody did put a comment up in the chat on the Buzzers page during their live stream today. And by the time I could respond to it, it was taken down. And I was like, what, they got moderation? Well, yesterday, people was threatening to murder people in the chat. And today, you couldn't say somebody was dressed like a librarian. So I'm like, what? They done stepped it up? All right. So, hopefully, that's the new normal. Hopefully, when people start threatening to murder people, which shouldn't be a thing. I don't know why that's a thing, but hopefully when people start threatening to murder people moving forward, those comments won't stay up there. They won't stay up there. And people, I've known of a person who shall go unnamed to be blocked for saying that, somebody liked the idea of womanizing. Somebody got blocked for that. But you can threaten to murder somebody and not get blocked? It just seemed wild to me. So, yeah. It is good that, hopefully they changed their policy and there'll be some degree of moderation. I don't think saying somebody is dressed like a librarian is necessarily worthy of the post being taken down and all that kind of stuff. But I would expect that if you're taken down, you dress like a librarian, you would take down, I'm going to murder you the next time I see you. And I ain't playing MF. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing that you would take down. So hopefully that's the case. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Why would you ask that? Why would I ask what? What did I ask that was not appropriate? He's talking about the Hot Mic podcast, but Nate heard stuff I didn't hear. Okay. Well, somebody tell me what was heard. Please give him the background on the podcast and the Jewish rabbi. I'm just out here in the dark. Look, if you knew, who was my new person? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I hope she's still here. She might have went away. I started talking crazy. She might have left. I feel like it was a she. I didn't hear a voice to make that determination, but I feel like it was a she. Was it a Doris? I don't remember your name. For those of you who are new, I'm in class from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then as soon as class is over, I get out of class, I rush home as much as one can rush during rush hour traffic, and then come here and get on the air. So I don't have time to really stay up on the news or anything like that. So any little... which is a part of why I was asking, why are y'all listening to this show? Like, I can't even really bring y'all no good insights on the news of the day. But, this is one of those shows where you can actually call in and you can say, Emanuel, you can kind of become the talk show host. I don't want to be a talk show host, but you can help the talk show host. You can call in and you can say, hey, Emanuel, this happened. And, give your thoughts on it. And maybe I share my thoughts on it or something like that. That way you help keep me informed. Trinice says, last time I heard the Livingston name, Nate was getting stumped by Cincinnati police. Oh, that had to be a long time ago. That would have been like 20-something years ago, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure you've heard the Livingston name since then. Jerica is here. She said, hola to you too. Princess Flash says, oh, shoot, murder. Yes, they were throwing around murder threats and stuff yesterday. Yes, I'm not exaggerating. I know y'all think I do that. I very rarely ever do. But I'm not exaggerating. They were throwing around threats of murdering people and letting people know, and I'm serious. And you can call the police and tell them they can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? It was some wild stuff going on. I was like, ooh, what happened? Terry says after yesterday they need it. Well, I hope that they keep it. Jerica says, you called someone a bull or something? No, I didn't. What? Look, I don't like unfounded rumors about me. I didn't call anybody. Well, hold on. Maybe I did and don't remember. Who did I call that? I'm one of these people. I like to be right. But I really do like to be right. So I very rarely say something as a fact, unless I know it as a fact. No, I'm fairly certain I didn't call nobody that. But I might have blacked out and said some stuff that I shouldn't have said. And so I'm asking, who did I say? When did I say that to anyone? I don't remember saying that. Ever. Ron says, you were trolling today. Who did I troll today? Man, y'all, maybe I blacked out again. Who did I troll? Who? When? Where? How? Doris, that's the name. Doris. Thank you, Darnell. Trinice says, just in, Popeye caught the biggest fish that wasn't a shark to date. Okay. Well, Trinice, I hope you and Popeye are happy together. I don't know what to say. Nate says, so people who watch this podcast also watch the Bell Bomb, the other podcast, but not the one hosted by Kevin Aldrich from the Inquirer, and you're talking about Nathan Ivey. Next says, the callers on Lincoln Ware let twins have it today. I didn't even hear him on the show today. Daryl says, Colin Kaepernick is paying for an independent autopsy in the death of Trey Reed, the Delta State University student who was found hung. Well, good. Look, unlike a lot of y'all, I still support Colin Kaepernick, and I'm glad that, at least based on what Daryl is saying, he is still out here supporting, trying to do something good to help seek justice in the black community. Jerica says, I'm asking. No, I didn't call anybody anything to the best of my knowledge. Lincoln Ware said he heard I don't know. I don't know who he heard, what podcast it was on. We know it wasn't this one. Jerry could say, half the people here are blocked by Nathan Ivey, so we can't listen. That might be true. That might be true. All right, y'all, I got a little video for y'all. This is something that happened a couple years ago in Vegas, but now there's a federal lawsuit about it, and I'm playing this for a reason. I hear people say stuff, you know, when we talk about black people in particular and the police, but it goes for white people as well. Like, if you don't want to deal with the police, just don't commit no crimes. It ain't that hard to go through your life and not deal with the police. Just don't break the law and all of that kind of stuff. And when I hear stuff like that, I get frustrated because these are people who act like police are just honorable and they never lie, make up stories, mistake people, do things to people who didn't do anything wrong. It's not that easy to not get caught up in the legal system. You can be minding your own business and get caught up in the legal system and have done nothing wrong. And I hear these people say it, and it frustrates me. It frustrates me. So I'm going to play a video. And, you know, hopefully we're going to watch the video. And it's nothing, police didn't kill nobody or nothing like that, thank God. So I'm not going to play no video like that. But I just need the people who be saying this nonsense, which they probably not going to listen and pay attention. But I need them to listen and pay attention because this stuff happens. You can be minding your own business, having done nothing wrong, and still end up having to deal with police. Let's see if we can get it up there and if we can play it.
A violent takedown.
Within 5 minutes of us parking the car, my brother's on the ground.
Tasers drawn.
This escalated like very quickly.
As multiple marshals tackle Las Vegas local Tim McCoy.
It made me feel like an animal.
Tim and his sister Alyssa King say they're familiar with law enforcement practices because they come from a law enforcement and military family.
You actually have to treat people like people. And the fact that you're wearing a uniform doesn't make me less of a person.
Surveillance camera footage shows how their interaction with city marshals began on the night of November 11th, 2023. Along with her boyfriend, Kenny, Alyssa and Tim arrived at the Fremont Street Experience around 9 p.m., where they planned to have dinner and walk around.
Fremont's the spot to go for a lot of locals, so it was almost like any other night for us.
The trio parks at the Neonopolis parking garage. As they exit the elevator,
They approached me and very hostile. I mean, finger in my face. What are you doing here? What happened back there? And why did you make those hand gestures? I'm like, what hand gestures are you referring to?
because he didn't know what marshals were talking about, Tim and his group began to walk away, which is when marshals tackle him from behind. Fearing the worst,
I think they're gonna kill my brother.
Alyssa pulls out her cell phone and starts recording.
They just got here! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! This is the antagonizing officer. This right here, my brother did nothing! We just got here!
All of it captured on video.
And they ripped out about 4 or 5 of my dreadlocks, just trying to take me to the ground.
I think they're gonna kill my brother right here on Fremont in front of my face.
But marshals had the wrong man. It turned out to be a case of mistaken identity. In Officer Jorge Caloca's police report, he said marshals were looking for the driver of a black Dodge Durango who allegedly made a threatening hand gesture, using his finger to pull the trigger and simulate shooting at police officers. Area surveillance video shows that black Dodge Durango driving into the Neonopolis parking garage right after the silver Hyundai sedan Tim is driving. The Durango's occupants come up the elevator right before Tim, Melissa, and Kenny. Tim and the Durango driver are dressed differently, but both are black and have dreadlocks.
When you review the videotapes, you see the people that they're looking for these hand gestures. My clients came in, about a minute after them, and then they are surrounded and aggressively questioned by officers about a topic that they just had nothing to do with.
Attorney George Robinson is representing Tim, Alyssa, and Kenny in a federal lawsuit against the city of Las Vegas and 6 marshals for assault and battery, excessive force, unlawful arrest, and false imprisonment. The lawsuit says Tim was punched repeatedly, and as you can see in body cam and cell phone video, marshals held a taser to his side, handcuffed him, then marched him through the Fremont Street experience before detaining him.
I felt awful, I felt helpless, and I felt like there was nobody kind of there for me or for us.
As tensions escalate, Alyssa and Kenny try to get answers about the person who supposedly made hand gestures.
Can you tell me what time it is? It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. We can go to jail too. We can take you to jail too.
You don't have to tell you guys anything at this point.
Because y'all don't know the car. Because y'all don't know who did it. Y'all don't know who did it. Y'all don't know. It doesn't matter because you detained him. You don't know who did it.
Okay. He's still going to jail regardless.
Oh, because he's a black man. And he was just the first one you saw, huh?
Okay.
It could have been me. It could have been anybody.
That's all you guys do. You play the race part. It's not about that.
Then what is it about? What car does he drive?
Committing crimes.
What car does he drive?
It's about
committing
crimes. Committing crimes.
Can't tell
Don't
me.
play the race
Can't
part.
tell me.
Don't play the race part.
Marshal Sergio Guzman continues arguing with Kenny. Kenny continues recording. Then things escalate again.
I'm turning it back up. Now you bring this case.
After Kenny is cuffed and confined to Guzman's car, the marshal sits on the curb with an injured knee,
He came at me.
claiming Kenny is to blame.
He charged at me, and then we landed, and he landed right on me.
Body camera footage shows Guzman grabbing Kenny's hand that he was holding the phone with and taking him down along with other marshals.
The officers in the case really make a number of misrepresentations in the report. They misrepresent what was said. They misrepresent what they did. The officers in this case just put lies in the report.
Citing lack of evidence, marshals did not arrest Tim. A total of 11 officers participated in what ended up as a misdemeanor citation for obstruction. Tim allegedly obstructed Caloca as the marshal was investigating the crime of intimidating a public officer, which goes back to the hand signal in question.
What car does he drive?
Kenny was arrested and charged with battery on an officer. In the report, Guzman wrote that Kenny placed his phone inches from my face, began to lunge towards me, and punched me in the testicles. Guzman then says he punched Kenny in the face 3 times to gain compliance.
I had to go to the prosecutors, show them all the videos, tell them about all the misrepresentations that were in the reports, and ultimately they dismissed the case.
Both cases were dismissed, the one against Kenny and Tim's criminal citation.
It's intolerable, and the citizenry needs to know that this could happen to anyone. It probably happened to my clients because they were black, but really, if they're in these aggressive moods and they're acting like bullies like they did in this case, the citizenry just needs to beware.
One.
2 other citizens have filed lawsuits naming Marshal Sergio Guzman. In a story we first broke in March, this lawsuit alleges the illegal arrest of a driver on the US 95 freeway. The other case that we reported in April was filed by the ACLU of Nevada on behalf of a City of Las Vegas employee. He alleges excessive force, constitutional violations, unlawful detention, and assault during an illegal traffic stop. It appears, based on court filings, that there's a pattern here.
Yes, and that's what we see too. And some of the officers are named in numerous lawsuits, and they're just thuggish bullies.
Despite all of this, the Marshals have Mayor Shelley Berkeley's full support, as she told our Steve Sebelius in a recent interview.
I'm very keenly aware of these lawsuits. I think they are frivolous, and I hope they are dismissed, because I think our marshals do a great job. They work hard, they put their lives on the line every single day.
They arrested him for nothing.
When we asked for another interview about the specific conduct in this case, the city declined.
Numerous complaints have been filed, numerous lawsuits have been filed, and so the city knows that there's a problem and they just don't want to deal with it.
What do you want the Marshals as a department and city leaders to hear from you?
That it's not okay, and that people are going to fight it, and that if you don't address the behaviors, that this is only going to continue to get worse.
I've also learned of a 4th federal lawsuit against the city of Las Vegas filed by one of their own. A former marshal is suing for wrongful termination, racial discrimination, harassment, and retaliation, claiming he reported misconduct but leadership refused to hold officers accountable. We will be closely following all 4 of those federal cases. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.
All right. So I saw that story, and it just, because I mean, really just recently, I've been hearing a whole lot of black people, black men in particular, saying, oh, if you just don't break the law, you won't get in no trouble. If you just don't break the law, then you won't have to deal with the police. If you just don't break the law. Sometimes you don't break the law and you still have to, because, oh, I thought you was the other guy. Y'all both black. And then, you know, they do get amped up. They don't want to listen. They're looking for anything to charge you with. If you do that to a police, that's what you have to do. You do that to a police officer, that's a crime now. That's a crime. Like all of this stuff that's happening. But, you know, again, more than anything, I wanted to show that just because I'm tired of hearing these people run around talking about, oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with the justice system. You know, racism don't exist no more, and if it do, it don't affect you. And if you don't do nothing wrong, then you ain't got no reason to be nervous when the police is around. Let's go to the phone. CK.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
CK, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I just came in here, man. It was excellent. It was excellent. Yep. Well, hello?
What was excellent?
No, I made a trip down to Cincinnati. To Atlanta.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I came down for the weekend, man, to what's the name? To Atlanta for my cousin's wedding. He having a big old wedding, and we down here celebrating and everything.
All right.
Let me call it afternoon experiment, man.
All right.
It was, everything jumping off good.
Well, I want you say you in Atlanta?
Yeah. Well, what is it? Centersville. That's what it is. Centersville.
Well, it's close to Atlanta.
Yeah. About an hour out. Yeah. Yeah, brother. How you been? I seen you had a long ass show yesterday. I missed it.
Hold on, but before anything, let me say, if you're down in the Atlanta area, just be
Yes,
careful,
sir.
bro. Be careful.
I got some Bojangles.
Huh?
I got some I just ate some Bojangles.
How exactly do you mean that? You are in Atlanta.
Did you eat Bojangles? You mess with Bojangles?
No. For all I know, you met a brother named Bojangles and you ate that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying be careful. Be careful down there in Atlanta. That's all I'm saying.
Atlanta's so gay. He think that I said Bojangles. He think I'm talking about the dude. Nah, this is a fried chicken place.
Okay.
Golly, that's funny. Hey, but look, man, how was that show yesterday? You had like a 3-hour joint. What was you talking about the murder victim again? The Charlie.
No.
What we called him?
He's some guy who got killed.
So you was talking about him yesterday?
No.
That's why your show was so long?
No.
Oh, what you was on yesterday?
I don't even really remember.
Right. We only got the moment. You right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I wanted to talk to you about I'm very happy that Crawford won that fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
I was very happy.
All right, but we're not actually talking about that right now. We're talking
Oh,
about.
I ain't know. Tell me, talk to me. I'm sorry, sir.
We're talking about. I just played a video of an incident that happened in Las Vegas. It was a couple years ago. There's a federal lawsuit now, and I was addressing the people who keep saying, black people, you don't have to worry about the justice system if you just don't break the law. If you don't break the law, then you're not going to get arrested. If you don't break the law, you're not going to have to come in contact with the police. There's no reason that a person should be nervous if the police is around if they're not breaking the law. I heard, I think the police chief say that a few days ago. There's no reason to be nervous about the police, about increased police presence if you don't break the law. But clearly, that's not the case.
That is, like you said, what about the people that's in jail innocently? You know what I mean? Ain't did nothing.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah, man, I had to tap in with you, man, because I was just mad I missed your show yesterday, you feel me? But, you know, I appreciate you doing a good fight. And we just, like I say, man, we just down here celebrating the wedding. But, you know, much love to your family.
Hold on.
Man,
Is it a man marrying a woman?
Yeah, African American and Caucasian union. A man, African American male against a Caucasian white male. I mean, white female.
Okay, female. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is Atlanta?
How you feel about that? How you feel about interracial marriage?
Oh, I don't care.
That's how I told him. He asked me how I felt. Like, hey, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat.
I mean, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't care who you marry, CK. If you decide to marry a man, then you marry a man. It ain't me.
Right, but then you might not go to the wedding, though. See, if it's interracial, I go to the wedding. I'm not going to no. Have you went to one of them, a same-sex marriage?
No.
Yeah, I bet you ain't never went to one of them.
No.
What about interracial? Have you been to an interracial wedding?
Yeah.
You just like me then. You just like me. You ain't messing with the homo side, but you messing with the interracial side. True, right?
I'm not sure if I'm...
You go to interracial weddings. You don't go to same-sex marriages. Are we clear, Livingston?
But I'm not saying that I wouldn't go to one. I'm just saying that I haven't gone to one.
I think you would be dead set again. You probably would go to a woman-on-woman, but two men.
No, I got a few cousins who I love dearly, but they're gay men. And if they were getting married and invited me to the wedding, I would go and support them.
Listen, we don't allow no gay homosexuality men. Now, we do allow females to be licking on each other, but as far as men in the family, no, you cannot be gay but not carry my name. You can get the hell on out of here with that, Jack. But as a woman, I do respect your liquor license, but I don't respect two men. Do you understand?
I comprehend what you're saying. I don't understand the difference in your mind. And I would never do that to somebody, like to some degree, you know, disown them, so to speak, because of their preference or whatever.
Well, men, if you're a man that likes penis, something's wrong. You shouldn't want to be around that type. I mean, that could cause deep harm. You know what I mean? But women on women, that's natural. You see how women be like, "Hey, girl, your booty's big." Guys don't do that. Guys women compliment each other's breasts. We don't do that, Livingston. So it's natural for women to play with each other.
Because we don't have breasts in that way.
You know what I'm saying? But a woman would look at another woman, that girl, and smack her on the ass. That is not appropriate in man world.
Oh, men do that all the time. Stop playing. You don't watch basketball and football and baseball. Men smack men on the ass all the time. Stop playing.
And we have never accepted. Have you accepted it? Never have I accepted it. Not since I was a youth. Not since I was now. Never. So you accepted it. See, that's the difference between me and you. I don't accept.
Hold on. You don't accept it? So you don't watch basketball?
Yes, I watch it, but I don't accept that type of behavior, sir.
If you didn't accept it, you would stop watching those sports where they do it.
Stop it, man. Why you doing this to me? You stop watching NFL because of racism. You want me to stop watching something because they slapping each other on the ass? It's too much, Livingston.
No, you the one said you don't accept it. I'm just letting you know you do accept it.
Right.
Maybe you're repressing some things. You're going too hard the other way because you're afraid of what you actually feel.
Right. I like that. Hey, that was a body shot. He took a knee. He's not getting up, Jim. Why you do me like that, boy? You funny. Hey, man, much love to the family, man. Hey, keep on doing your thing. I'm going to listen to you, brother.
All right, CK. Be careful.
Thank you, man.
You're in Atlanta.
I will.
All right. All right, that was CK. Yeah, I know he got to call in and get his whatever, you know. Okay. What else? Y'all know he always kind of throws me off my little topic, if you can call that a topic. But I just wanted people to understand things can happen. And I think the people who say this stuff, they know this. I don't understand why they say the things that they say. And I'm being honest. I genuinely don't. Some of them I understand. Like some people, you know, you're whatever. You owe your political career now to being, you know, the little monkey boy, you know. You owe your this to being the monkey boy. So I get that. Monkey boy, I mean, you know, I remember kind of watching some old movies and they used to have a little monkey dressed up with the little round hat on. And, you know, the little monkey would do tricks and dance for them and all of that kind of stuff. And they liked that little monkey. And so there are people out there, like I said, you owe your career to being the little monkey. You owe your political life to being the little monkey. So those people, I kind of get it, but there are other people who say this stuff. I think they just kind of been convinced. They kind of been convinced that that stuff is true. So, yeah, it bothers me. Fake Dave Stinger say the mayor that supports F them and the mayor that supports them. Yes. And Jerica want to know, why do strip clubs have the best wings? What do you think about 331 Atlas and AVI? All I know about AVI is that it's a digital video format. I don't know what 31 Atlas is. And I saw you asking Lincoln to ask someone about 31 Atlas. What is 31 Atlas? I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't want to assume that like it's some alien stuff or anything like that. I don't know what it is. I'm ignorant about it. So you know, you would have to inform me of what it is, and then I could probably give you an opinion on it. Jericho say, right, like wanting to be the token black thug calling down the dial. And Ron says, 31 Atlas. Look it up real quick. I'm kind of busy. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Like, you know, you could call and say, this is what it is. And then I would be like, okay, but I am in the middle of something. Ron said, are you saying that it is some alien stuff? I don't have a feeling about alien stuff necessarily. I'm sorry, my monitors over here. I'm gonna get actually a bigger monitor and a teleprompter glass so that I can look at the monitor while looking directly into the camera. But that'll happen a little later down the line. But as it stands right now, I have regular size monitors over here, and I can't tell if that's a 31, if that's a 3i, if that's a 3L. I can't tell what that is. Angela Kirkland Dangerfield, good evening to you. Good evening to you. I want to tell your business so bad. I want to tell your business so bad because I want to celebrate you, but it's your business, and you might not want everybody knowing your business. But I want to tell your business so bad. I want to tell your business so bad, but I'm happy for you. Ron saying, there you go. I don't know what you're talking about. Ron, just call me. Just call me. I can't. I'm telling you this, the words are so tiny over there. It's hard for me to see what you're saying. They talk about, ain't none of y'all gonna call in before Ron and Twin call in. It's still the line. It's fame here. No. It's a Friday evening. People getting ready to go out. I'm getting ready to get off in a few minutes. It's a Friday evening. I got some celebrating to do. You know, birthday coming up on Tuesday. So y'all might not see me till Wednesday. I don't know how things are going to look on Monday. I really don't know how things are going to look on Tuesday. I might actually be here. I'm not against working on my birthday or anything like that. But if Mrs. Livingston like, hey, I want to take you out. Hey, take me out. And then I won't be here. So if y'all got anything on y'all mind, Ron say, whoever it was, I ain't called in yet. Yeah, if y'all got anything on y'all mind, y'all better get it out now, because I'm going to be leaving in a minute. That story that I played was really the main purpose that I wanted to come on for today, was to play that to kind of push back on the people who make excuses for police violence and act like police violence ain't that bad and that it's okay. Or, you know, oh, it ain't okay, but they doing the best they can and it's not as bad as people say and all of that kind of stuff. And, oh, if you got nothing to worry about the police if you ain't committing crimes, or, you know, you shouldn't be nervous about increased police presence if you're obeying the law and all of that kind of stuff. That was just kind of my little pushback to those people. for that. Because y'all know when I hear stuff like that, it frustrates me. And somebody asked me something about how many times I've been whatever by police. I've only been beaten by police once. I've been profiled maybe a number of times. Unjustly detained a number of times. Not breaking the law. So, yeah, but once is too many. Once is too many. Ron, I'm sorry, I didn't take CK down. Ron.
Oh, shit. Is it Libra season already? Is it Libra season?
Just about.
Oh.
What you know is when my birthday come, everybody after me is a Libra.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That mine is 20 seconds. You said you the first, I'm the last.
See,
you
not
remember
really.
that.
Not really. I'm on the cusp. So I'm the first and the last.
Yeah, I'm on the cusp too, first and the last. Okay, but look. So, 3-Eye Atlas, right?
Wait, say that one more time. You said
3-Eye Atlas.
3-Eye Atlas. What is that?
Okay. NASA discovered it probably like 6 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that. But it's an interstellar object that's coming full speed for the planet Earth. It's sort of like Oumuamua was. Did you remember Oumuamua, right?
I do not remember Oumuamua. I'm sorry.
That was the first interstellar object that passed by the Earth. Probably a year, 2 years ago. But it's a trip. I didn't know that there was another interstellar object that came right after that interstellar object, Oumuamua. So this is the third interstellar object coming now 3-Eye Atlas.
Wait, you calling it an interstellar object might give it a feel of, something more than what it is. And is this like just a comet or something like that?
It's coming from outside of our universe.
Right, but is this just
That's interstellar?
Right, so is this just
That's
like
interstellar?
But is this just like a comet?
Well, you could just label it a comet if it wasn't interstellar. Comets come all the time, but they're not interstellar comets. So when a interstellar comet comes out, that comes from far outside of our universe, and it's not supposed to come outside of our universe to come inside of our universe. It's and
you mean maybe our galaxy? You're telling me this thing came from another universe?
Yeah, our universe. Our universe.
What?
Now,
wait, what is your understanding of the definition of a universe?
Universe is a whole bunch of galaxies. Now, don't play me like I'm cock, nigga. You know I'm smart in the motherfucker.
I'm not saying that I don't believe you're smart. I'm just trying to get an understanding because you're saying it came from a different universe. I'm asking, did it come from a different galaxy or a whole different universe?
A whole different universe. A whole different. That's what makes it interstellar. Because our comets come out through our galaxy all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
Our galaxy is the Milky Way. So comets come from exploding stars all around our galaxy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I'm
hold on.
What I'm saying is,
okay,
I think.
Anyway,
hold on. Let me just say, because I'm not really challenging you, except on the universe piece. I think maybe you have a.
So are you saying that it came from another galaxy instead of a universe? Because you're looking it up. So are you saying that? Because I don't want to argue that piece.
Right.
So if you're saying that,
if you
say that,
hold on,
so we don't have to play the semantics.
I would say it if you let me. I
Okay.
kind of, while you were talking and this whole universe thing came up, by definition, the universe is everything that exists, including all of space, matter, energy, time, and the fundamental forces that govern them. So that's why I'm saying it probably didn't come from another universe. Maybe it came from a different galaxy.
You are talking the universe, period, collectively. So what is our galaxy?
It's a galaxy.
What is the galaxies just in our timeline?
Right. It's a galaxy.
I ain't gonna argue that shit. And anyway. Okay, you win. You won. So it's an interstellar object. Well, anyway. So you looked it up. You. What you think about it?
It just said it's a comet. I think comets swing by all the time.
Okay. No, because you gonna dig some, you gonna dig what you want to dig out of.
Hold on. Let me wait, Ron. Let me just be clear. Again, hold on. Let me just be clear, because what I'm gonna say is super short. I'm not dismissing what you said, but when you started talking about it, that gave me an opportunity to look it up, and I looked it up, and on NASA it just says that it's a comet.
Is it interstellar? Is it interstellar? Is it interstellar or not?
I don't see that in here, so it may or may not be. I don't know.
Anyway, so what it is? It's an interstellar object that's giving off. NASA discovered it, and it's giving off methane gas and acting like things that it shouldn't act like. It's giving off nickel, which is giving. Wait a minute. It's giving off methane gas that it shouldn't give off. It's slowing down and speeding up, which comets just don't do. It's changing trajectory, which comets typically don't do. I don't know what what comets generally act like, but that's what they're saying, and it's projecting properties that normal comets just don't give off. And they're thinking that Ivy League guy, he's thinking that it's an interstellar object from basically aliens. Now you can. I mean, we can talk all that shit that we want to, but that they just showed that drone trying to take down that UFO, and with that Hellfire missile, and it just kept going. And people are seeing shit everywhere. So I'm saying, what do you think about it? And well, you don't know nothing about it, but what do you think about something like that, Buzz and Earth, with the consideration that there's already been 2 other interstellar objects and one we didn't know about?
Well, I
know there was a lot, but
no, it's cool. My thoughts on it, based on, very little to no information, except for what I was able to just read, like just now, is it's a comet, and comets swing by, and then they go away on a semi-regular.
No, but that's just not a regular comet. But I mean, I asked you for your opinion on it.
Yeah.
That's what your opinion
so,
is.
yeah, I think it's like why? But because I don't want to. I know it's about to sound maybe a little bit like it, but I do not want to mock you. Okay, I do not. That is.
You can't mock me. You can't mock me. Hey, shit.
I could.
You
But
can't-
I'm saying that is not.
What?
It's not my intention. Okay. But what I'm
No,
saying
I
is,
mean,
do
shit.
you?
I
do
mean-
you? But do you genuinely believe aliens are coming to do some bad stuff to us or something like that? You see? Hold on. Let me explain why I'm asking. Let me explain why I'm asking, and then I'll shut up and I'll turn it over to you. Hold on. Let me explain why I'm asking, and I'll shut up and turn it over to you. Trust me.
We're alone in the universe. Do you think we're alone in the universe?
I don't know.
Do you think we're alone in the universe?
I don't know.
What's your opinion? Out of all these planets and everything, all these stars and moons and all this shit, you think we all alone?
Okay, if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say probably not. Now, the second part of my the second part of my question was, I feel like you get caught up in a lot of conspiracy theories and stuff like that don't always pan out.
I experienced some things that I know to be true.
But you also, maybe it's because you've experienced some things
I
up in these
experienced some things that I know
theories.
to be true.
Right.
I experienced some things that I know to be true. You can't discount that. You can't discredit it. You can't do nothing but say okay. You can't do nothing but say okay.
No.
You can't give an opinion on it.
No.
You can't do nothing.
What I'm saying.
Hold on. You can call me a liar.
What I'm
but
saying.
then
I didn't call you a liar.
You will be dishonest.
I won't call you a liar. What I'm saying
said
is.
you would be dishonest.
What I'm saying is, I believe. What I'm saying is.
But you don't know. But you're wrong.
But you don't even know what I'm about to say.
But I know exactly. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I
believe that you be doing or listening to conspiracy theories, and I'll tell you again, I am a conspiracy theory. I am a conspiracy theory. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I believe that you have experienced some things, and because of those
conspiracy theory.
And because of those experiences, you are more susceptible to believe nonsense sometimes.
No, I don't believe nothing that I can't prove.
What? That's not true.
Yeah.
No.
I don't believe nothing I can't prove.
That's not true.
What?
You believed.
What?
You believed that there was going to be a terrorist attack before the election and that there was not going to be an election.
No.
Yes, you said it on this show.
I told you no, and I ain't gonna even go there with you. No, I ain't going there with you. I ain't even going there with you.
I'm saying that's what you believed. You did believe that. You said you believed it.
Listen. You didn't even believe that there were two. You didn't even know that there was two. I don't have to. I ain't worried about you, Emanuel.
No,
'Cause
I'm just saying
be talking that
you
nonsense.
say stuff
You
like
be talking that
I don't
nonsense.
believe in nothing I can't prove. You told us there would not be a presidential election in 2024.
And Trump was millimeters from it not being an election that
but
year.
there was one,
Boy,
and you
bye.
believed that there wasn't
Bye.
gonna be one, and
Bye,
you couldn't
man.
prove it.
I ain't doing that straw man with you,
all
Emanuel.
I'm saying, you the
I
one
ain't
who
doing
said
that
you
straw
don't believe
man.
in anything
I
that you
ain't
can't
doing-
prove.
No.
All right.
No. Bye.
All right. Did he? He just, again, I check with y'all to make sure I'm not 100% off base. If you say, I don't believe in anything that I can't prove, but you believed something that wasn't true, when could you prove that? Y'all know he told us. And I'm not saying he didn't have a right to believe it or he didn't have his reasons for believing it. I'm not saying it's crazy to believe it. I'm saying that the statement that I don't believe anything I can't prove is kind of nonsensical. If you can prove it, you don't have to believe it. You just know it. You believe things typically that you can't prove. You believe them until you can prove them, and then you know them. It's not going to be an election in 2024. We are not going to have a presidential election. And we went back and forth on that. And I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. That may mean that you could prove it. That's all I'm saying. Look, you can believe what you want to believe, but you can't fool me with the I don't believe nothing that I can't prove. That's all I'm saying. That's not. Stop saying stuff like that. It don't make you sound wiser or deeper or, more informed or anything like that. It actually disproves, maybe not disproves, but it lends evidence to make you less believable. Just, I believe what I believe. My experiences have informed my beliefs. I'm with that. Mary says it's his belief. He doesn't have to prove that. But then don't say, I don't believe anything that I can't prove. Because that's just not true. It's just not true. And I mean, some stuff you happen to, as they like to say, you have receipts for. But look, based on just my real quick, because when he said, look it up, and I'm busy. But when you talking, that gives me an opportunity to just Google AI, whatever it was, Atlas. And I'm like, it's a comet. It's a comet. It might be aliens. I don't know. It might be, what I'm saying? They slowing down, they speeding up. You know what I'm saying? You got to navigate stars and stuff. The galaxy. You got to navigate the galaxies. Sometimes you got to slow down. Sometimes you got to speed up, change course. It could be. I'm not saying it's not. All I'm saying is what I saw was it's a comet. And we'll see. It's, September. It's September. So by the end of the month, it will we'll have aliens here. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple more weeks to show up. So just get ready. We might have uninvited guests by the end of the week. By the next 2 weeks, we'll have either aliens will be here or the comet, will be on the other side of the sun. And then, but, in the defense of the alien camp, it's supposed to, go past the Earth by the end of September. But then it's supposed to swing around the sun and then come back past the earth by the end of December. So we could have guests in the next 2 weeks or by the end of the year. So they got 2 chances. They got 2 chances. I see Twin in the house. Twin, did you call 700 WLW today? It's a rumor out there that you called and got on the air on 700 WLW. I'm asking you as an honorable man, is that true? Ron says AI Atlas isn't due to arrive until late October, November. Look, again, I didn't do a whole lot of reading. I'm just reading what I'm reading. And, oh, shoot. Hold on, go back. It says, oh, click on it again. Where was the part about when it was supposed to get here? I didn't read too much. The comet's size and physical properties are being investigated by astronomers around the world. 3i Atlas should remain visible to ground-based telescopes through September of 2025, after which it will pass too close to the sun to observe it. It will reappear on the other side of the sun by early December 2025, allowing for renewed observations. I'm not saying that as any sort of a fact. That is from science.nasa.gov. Now, look, it might be a cover-up. They might be trying to trick us into believing that September and December are important dates. That's what this particular paragraph here says. So I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just reading what science.nasa.gov said about it. That's it. That's it. And some of y'all trying to clown. I'm not trying to clown him. I don't know nothing about the comet except what he said and what I just read. And I don't know what to believe because it's coming from the government. And as many incompetent people have been installed in the government, that could all be bad information. Let's see. Twin didn't. Tria, I am not reading that. I'm not reading that, and that is beneath you. That is beneath you. I'm not reading that. Oh. But did Twin answer? Twin, did you call 700 WLW today? Ron says, you thinking your opinion of what I said is more important than what it is. I was just asking a question. I know what I know and believe what I believe. You ought to know me well enough by now to know that. I didn't say anything about my opinion is more important than yours. I don't really have an, I think that's the thing that I kind of made as clear as I could. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't know enough to have any sort of informed opinion. If I was pressed, I do believe life exists outside of Earth. Do I believe that they come in here on a comet and they'll be here by the end of the year? I don't know. If pressed, no. But I don't know. I don't know. And again, I'm not saying anything bad about you. You got a right to believe what you believe. I'm not sure that I believe in the multiple universe theory, but that's also just belief. All right, y'all. I really do have to get ready to get out of here. I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Because Ron is no longer on the line. Ron says, well, why you keep talking like you have to discredit me and be passive aggressive? I haven't attempted to discredit you. I'm not being passive aggressive by saying I don't have an opinion. And you ask what I think, and I'm just saying what I think, but I'm telling you that what I think is based in ignorance. It's based in my lack of knowledge of the. How is any of that me trying to discredit you or be passive aggressive? How? Twin.
What happened?
How you doing, sir?
What's on the menu? They said he was looking for me.
Who said that?
People was looking for me.
Oh, no.
Say I keep on. They told me you said I keep running.
Yeah, they lied to you.
What's good though, E?
Nothing much. Did you call 700 WLW today?
Man, who told you that, man? I laughed when I heard about that.
No, I'm just asking. Did you?
No.
Okay.
No. I tried to call it one day, but I couldn't get in. I guess it's a long line or something. But I couldn't get in and that. And, I was going to ask them three things. Couldn't even do.
Yeah, it's always a long line, and they don't really take calls.
Oh, they don't?
Not really. No.
I don't know that show like that. I thought they, like Lincoln show.
No, if they take like 4 calls a day,
that's it.
They doing good. They don't really take calls.
Oh,
and
wow.
if you get on and your call lasts more than 45 seconds, you are doing amazing.
Damn. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to call one day. No, I don't call that show. I listen every blue moon to see what them dudes that come on at 5 o'clock, they be sound like Beavers and Butthead. I used to listen to them when I was here at that other job, but yeah, I don't too much listen to them. Other than that. Okay. What's on the menu today, E, man?
Oh, nothing much. I was just really interested in that. I played a video of some guys in Nevada who got caught up by the police for doing nothing wrong. And I was just discrediting, at least in my mind, I was discrediting the people, excuse me, who say you ain't got nothing to worry about from the police if you don't break the law. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what's true?
Yeah.
What's true?
Sure, you ain't got nothing if you don't break the law.
That's not true.
What you mean?
It's not true. I don't know another way to
say
mean it.
I said if you ain't out there doing wrong and you go about being a law-abiding citizen and everything, you do it.
No.
So what you mean, E?
These were guys who did absolutely nothing wrong. One of them got arrested and charged. They got beat up. The police lied on them. The whole nine. They did nothing wrong.
Oh.
So you really believe that the police
I hear you now.
Wait, so you really believe the police are so honorable that they would never just mess with somebody
No.
just because?
No, because they beat me up. I was mad at my business. They talking about where the shooting and the drugs at. So hey, y'all don't stay on that block. So hey, I was treated wrong too.
Well, but you were probably actually selling drugs.
No, I was what?
You was probably actually selling
No.
drugs. Maybe not
No,
at that moment.
No, I was coming from the corner store.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Not at that
And
moment.
they tell me I was what you call? I see you on that corner, and I said, what are you talking about? And then tell me I'm gonna put these drugs on you and all that, and it's gun. I said, for what? Tell me, well, who shot such and such? What? I don't know what you talking about. She bam, two-pieced me and everything, and I kicked her. What?
All I'm saying though is, they might have had a reason to be suspicious of you because,
Man, I'm minding my business, man, walking to the store.
At that moment. But what I'm saying
man,
is,
they was.
I'm not asking
thank God
you.
for body. Thank God for body cams now, man.
But I'm not asking you to admit anything. But we all have a pretty good idea that you might have been a street pharmacist at some point. So there might have been reason to suspect that you did something wrong.
Yeah, whatever. That's you. I ain't about to go back and forth, but I'm having a good day today. So that's what you your topic today, E-Man?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was pretty sure that you were one of those people who have said, "Oh, you ain't got nothing to worry about if you ain't breaking the law," and that bothers me.
I mean, what the hell harassing them for? They ain't did nothing wrong. They just want to go around messing with people. But man, I hate to say it, man, it's about to get ugly out here. I was looking at, what was that, North Carolina, somewhere, man. That dude went in there for a search warrant. The police didn't kill 3 and shot 2. What part was that, Pennsylvania somewhere?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm saying they were serving this dude a search warrant, white dude. He killed 3 police officers, shot 2. I forgot.
I did see that. I don't know where that was. I don't remember where that was.
Pennsylvania somewhere, North Carolina somewhere.
It was somewhere.
Yeah, he was stalking his wife, his ex-wife, whatever, girlfriend, and that thing. I think he shot the police dog or killed her dog or something. He was stalking, and then they was trying to serve him a warrant, and hey, he wasn't going. I don't know if he killed himself or they killed him. However it went out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I did see where they released the identities of the 3 police officers who got killed.
Is they talking about that now? They stopped talking about it?
I don't know. I just scrolling through YouTube. I saw that as a headline. I didn't even get a chance to click on the video.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. I seen that girl, man. I seen that video.
Wait, where are you?
Well, I'm at the park, man. You chilling.
I hear drama in the background. I just heard somebody say,
that's a lot of people.
Oh, my God.
And there's my people and everything. Yeah, that's why you hear all that noise. It's different people, different music.
I don't hear no music. I just hear drama.
I walked away a little bit. You don't hear no drama. Come on, man. That's you.
I'm telling you what I heard. How would I know somebody was in the background saying, "Oh my God"? How would I know that?
Man, I say, hey, E, I just seen on somebody, man, I wish I could say that. I seen on somebody's video, right? Remember that shorty that was in that bra, the skinny one? It was 7 of them. Well, anyway, if you remember, man, she came out of there twerking, man, after she got released. I said, man, is they serious? I said, they some nutcakes, man. I don't know if you ran into it or not. But I said, I wish I got off their page, man, sent it to you. You be like, man, what the heck? Yeah, I saw it today. Matter of fact. Man, what's shorty on? What else, E?
That's it.
That's it? Hey, it was your anniversary. Happy birthday, one.
Anniversary was the Tuesday that just passed. My birthday is the Tuesday coming up.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to, happy belated anniversary, you and your wife, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a good weekend. I ain't want too much, man. I'm still the land of the living.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right,
And
man.
I think you should call 700 WOW one of these days. I know when you do, you'll be very respectful and all of that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna be twin, but you know.
No,
I
you're
know.
going to be respectful as hell.
Come on, man.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. E.
No, that
you're
I
entitled to your
know.
opinion. You
I would be
you
willing.
don't know me.
I would be willing to bet like a whole month's pay.
I probably get hanged up real quick.
No, you would be really respectful.
They racist over there, right? Presidents or whatever, right?
That's my perception.
That's a Republican station, right?
Yeah, and that's why you would be really respectful to them.
Here we go, man. I ain't even go clown you, man.
I mean, they
you're
white.
entitled to your opinion.
They're white.
Huh?
They're white for the most part and conservative. You would treat them with the utmost respect.
Hey, I was just, you have a good weekend. I'm not about to fall into your trap. God bless you. And I'm going to holler at you when I holler at you whenever you come back on, which we don't know and everything. But I'm not about to fall into your trap.
Don't fall
I'm
into
not
my
with
trap.
that racist stuff, president and all that. You can say that on the other side of town.
I didn't say nothing
man.
about the president.
I ain't never respect anybody can give. White, black, Mexican,
No,
you
they
name.
can't. No, they can't.
Yeah,
When
okay.
last time you went off on a white man?
You don't know me.
I'm asking,
you don't
when
know
last
me,
time
man.
you went off on a white man?
You said what?
When last time you went off on a white man?
A year ago, maybe? No, this year. This year I went off.
On who?
I'm not about to go into details about it. It was this year.
didn't. You didn't.
Okay, man. Okay, you know me very well. I'm not about to fall into your trap, man. I'll holler at you, though, man.
All right. Have a good weekend. Come on. Not that I want him to go off on a white man. Because I would love it if he would stop going off on people, period. Just across the board. But only way he went off on a white man is if it was a white man who hung around all black people, so that the white, one of them white guys who kind of try to act black. He might go off on them, but just no. Come on, we know. But I don't want you to go off on anybody, just for the record. I don't want anybody to go off on anybody. I want everybody's communication to be respectful. But come on, we know. We know. All right. Yeah, I got to get ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Oh, thank you. Just a little polo. I had put on a t-shirt under it because I didn't feel like buttoning it up. So if you put on a t-shirt under it, you don't have to button it up. It'd be all right. So thank you for the compliment. Look, everybody, enjoy your weekend. Get out, do something, have some fun. I think it's supposed to rain or something this weekend. Get out, go out and play in the rain. When last time you played in the rain? Go play in the rain. Just take 5 minutes. Be a kid for 5 minutes. Then, home, put on some, because it's still going to be warm. Put on some shorts. Put on a little t-shirt, whatever, talking to the ladies. Put on some shorts and a t-shirt and just go outside and play in the rain for about 10 minutes. Just stand there. Just let yourself get wet by the rain. Do something that you did as a kid. Something that you did as a kid. Jerica say Julie revealed that twin called down and down. He said he didn't. And I take his word for it. But yeah, for real. I'm about to get out of here. I want you to do something this weekend that you haven't done since you was a kid. I don't know if that's jumping rope, jump rope. If that's, playing jacks, you can go to, I don't be trying to promote people, but you could go to like Cracker Barrel and get a little thing of jacks and play some jacks. Do something that you haven't done since you were a kid. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something that I haven't done since I was a kid. Mary talking about, boy, bye. I'm telling you, it'll make you feel good, Mary. Angela talking about race somebody in the middle of the street. If your knees can handle it, if y'all knees can handle it, yeah, race somebody. When the last time you just raced somebody? On the street, on your march, because y'all said on your march instead of on your mark. On your march, get set, go. Erase somebody. Do something that you haven't done since you was a kid. I promise you, it'll make you feel better. And it'll bring back just a lot of memories. I'm going to do something. And I'll let y'all know how it went the next time I talk to y'all. Get out there, do something you haven't done as a kid. And as always, be the reason that somebody smiles this weekend. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.